Before this video starts, just a quick one. I have now got a Discord server. Feel free to join, and potentially in a couple of videos time, I may be including some Discord comment-y type things in my videos. So if you want to be featured in any one of my videos, feel free to hit that Discord link down below and join us. Hello everyone, Taylorson here, and welcome to Stage 17, Episode 17 of this Tour de France series with Total Direct Energie. We're gonna make it through this tour before the end of the game cycle, so it should be okay, unless I decide to stop uploading for months again. So today we're going up Col De La Loze. It's gonna be entertaining. We're definitely not gonna win, but we're gonna give it our best go. Hopefully get someone in the breakaway, maybe Col to take some more mountain points, but he may be a bit tired. We'll see what happens.
It'll be a very demanding day for everyone. Several mountain passes and a summit finish await you. This is a key stage for the general classification. We don't have what it takes to play a prominent role. If we want to make a showing, we'll have to join the early breakaway. Good luck, guys!
So today I'm thinking of doing something a little bit different. We're not going to put Col in the break today. I think I'm going to save him for tomorrow and go for a stage win in this thing because I really want to get a stage. It doesn't really matter about points classification or KOM anymore. I just want a stage win. So I'm going to put Col in the break next stage, and this stage I'm going to put Tarame in the break and try and stop Wellens if he goes in the break, getting the KOM points and just trying to finish as high as possible on the stage. So yeah, we'll see what happens and onto the stage.
And an average gradient of 7.5%. The finish on the Col De La Loze is a litmus test for claimants to the general classification.
We're underway then, and I want to make it to the front as soon as possible. It seems like there's a gap there in between Pinot and Schachmann and Col and Bernal, and we're going to be the first ones to launch an attack. Col, please don't follow. Thank you. We're going to be the first ones to launch an attack. Who's that behind us? It's a Martin. It's Dan Martin, not Guillaume. And Schachmann and Wellens has gone. Okay, so this looks like we are going to have to limit the amount of points that Tim Wellens gets from this stage and see if we can take KOM on the next stage with Col. I will update you when the breakaway fully forms. 800 meters to go until the top of the climb then, and I'm going to make my way forward now. You can see that I've lost a lot of energy here, and that was because I had to do all of the pacing at the front because Wellens had teammates back and all sorts of stuff. But I'm going to try and take points off of Wellens today, and it looks like it's going to be Schachmann and Martin that are going to do it for me, which is brilliant. It saves me energy. Schachmann taking 2 points, Buchmann taking 1 point, Bora being the first two riders over the top of that climb. Good for them, and good for me as well, because that means Wellens doesn't take any points. Zakarin goes, and I'm going to try and follow that wheel, but Dan Martin is probably going to have the best kick out of all of us. He hits the front now. Valgren coming on the right. Dan Martin looks like he's going to have this one taken, and he does. Valgren second, Pache third, and we take actually an impressive fourth, because I don't think Tarame's sprinting is very good. But anyway, we are going up the Col de la Madeleine now, and I almost blew up there on the wheel of Buchmann, but I'm not going to be able to keep up with the pace of the front seven at the moment. I think it's a pretty good ride from us, actually. We've managed to outlast Dan Martin, Zakarin, Latour and Ede up this climb, and we may even make it back on the descent, depending on how good my skills are at descending. But the group of Bernal aren't really too far behind now. I shouldn't have jinxed it about maybe reaching the top of Col De La Loze as a breakaway. But, you know, it may still happen. But there has been an injection of pace, and the main group favourites is now down to 15. 7 at the front, 3 kilometres to go to the top. And I will see you probably at the top of the climb when we find out how many points I get. It looks like it's going to be 2. But the good thing is, Tim Wellens has been dropped. So, happy days. He won't be getting any points today, which is absolutely brilliant. And as we go over the top of the climb now, we may just beat Schachmann to it, but we just about can't. It was Herrada who was over the top first, but I don't think he is too interested in KOM classification, so that is fine. I think the only person we need to worry about from now on is Tim Wellens. Anyone else can just do what they want. But yeah, he is going to get 0 points again over this next mountain, so that's brilliant. We take 2 points, and hopefully we can try and catch up on the descent, although I doubt I'll be able to do it. We'll see. That wasn't supposed to happen. Kalmajan has crashed, and it's nothing to do with me whatsoever. I've not been controlling him at all this stage. He's just crashed because the AI wanted him to. So that's great. On to Col De La Loze then, and we could actually be doing something good here. We are in the final 5. I made it back to the front group on the descent and have managed to follow the attacks of the likes of Soler and Buchmann. And we have a final 5 at Col De La Loze. We're probably going to get caught by the GC favourites, but, you know, it's fun that we are actually challenging for once. Anyway, over to Postcom Taylerson for the finish. Not long to go until the end of the stage now. Here is your race situation. It's Emanuel Buchmann that leads for Bora Hansgrohe. He looks like he's going to take yet another stage win today. In behind are Michael Woods and Herrada of Cofidis. They look like they're not going to be able to make it back to Buchmann, but they're going to give it a good go. There is Soler behind with Tarame and Roach in shot behind him there, and they are too far back to challenge Buchmann. I think it's going to be between the front 3 at the moment. Soler's going to try and lead them back, but I don't think he's got enough energy. And here is the yellow jersey group just down the road right now. Fulsang is hanging on to the back as Landa and Bernal get involved a little bit with some sort of elbows slightly at the back. Fulsang is just scything his way through Astana. He's got 2 teammates up there with him. But at the front, it's Emanuel Buchmann going solo to victory, it seems. He's got the steepest part of the climb that he's doing just now. The fans are getting in the way of our cameras here slightly, but Buchmann is scything his way through, and it looks like he's going to take the stage. As he can now see the 1 kilometre to go banner in front, it's not far for him now to get that stage win, his second of the tour, and I believe his second in a row after this last stage, in which he beat out the likes of Kalmajan and Uran and Bardet to the stage win. There's Herrada. He has now been dropped by Woods, so Woods is the one man chasing him down now, but I don't think he'll be able to get there. Soler has now distanced Roach and Tarame and is off on his own, but he has left it way too late to chase back to Emanuel Buchmann. The attack from Buchmann was originally followed by Tarame, however he couldn't keep up with him. As Buchmann now goes under 1 kilometre to go. All he has to do is ride 1,000 metres now, but it's going to be the hardest 1,000 metres of his career that's going up Col De La Loze. And I think the breakaway is actually going to hang on the whole set. Is going to hang on ahead of this peloton of favourites. Buchmann gets out of the saddle and digs for the line one last time. It's okay. He's got more than enough room behind him to Michael Woods of EF Education first. But it's going to be the Bora Hansgrohe rider that is going to take yet another win in this Tour de France to take victory up Col De La Loze. Emanuel Buchmann wins. Here is a great ride from Michael Woods to finish second today. He managed to distance Herrada on the road, as you can see him in the background there in the Cofidis jersey. However, Woods is going to cross the line to finish second. Another great ride today from Herrada of Cofidis, a team that haven't really been doing too well in this tour. He takes third. Marc Soler is going to cross the line for Movistar in fourth. And what is going on behind here? I think it's a yellow jersey battle potentially. No, it's Roach coming over the line with Sergio Higuita, and Ryan Tarame comes across the line now. Meanwhile, here is what's going on in the yellow jersey group, as I think that's Lopez that's getting dropped for Astana now. Fulsang has only got one teammate with him, the yellow jersey, and he seems to be hanging on to the back of this group. Quintana seems to have upped the pace with Pinot on his wheel and Roglic on the wheel of Pinot, as Bernal moves up on the left-hand side to take the wheel of Nairo Quintana. Astana may want to take up the pacing as they have 2 riders in this group, one of which being the yellow jersey, so he'd want his team to pace as they all concertina together through that hairpin turn, as they will hit the steepest part of the climb very shortly. The writing on the road for Pinot and the writing on the road for Fuglsang in the yellow jersey, and they are all spread out across the road with Fuglsang just sitting on the wheels, and there goes an attack. I think it is from Fuglsang, or has he just gone to set pace on the front very hard as Izagirre blows up, so Fuglsang is away now. Fuglsang has to attack and do it by himself. Quintana is gone. Now Pinot is on the wheel of Fuglsang, and he is the only man that can keep up with this acceleration. Fuglsang now driving a pace on the front. This is an inspired performance from the yellow jersey as Pinot drops. He's managed to get every single GC favourite off of his wheel, and he's getting away up Col De La Loze. We had doubts of his climbing ability at this tour, but he has certainly proved the doubters wrong as we come into this final section. Jakob Fuglsang will see the 1 kilometre to go banner very shortly. He is doing the same ride that Buchmann will do. He has cleared all of the rest of the people he needed to clear, and he is going to have more than enough time to come into that time trial and take the victory overall. Here is the group behind them. It's a very elite group, but they are nowhere near Fuglsang right now. As Quintana, we see, sits on the back, and it's Egan Bernal that's got a pace. He is the next rider in the GC behind Fuglsang. As Fuglsang comes towards the finish now, he is going to take it in, but he doesn't really have time to because of the pace set behind from Bernal. He may lift it towards the line. He's got to take every single second he possibly can here as we approach the steep rise to the line. Fuglsang is going to win it for Astana. Miguel Angel Lopez won it in real life. It's going to be a double for Astana up Col De La Loze in a way. Miguel Angel Lopez winning the stage, but Fuglsang gaining much needed time on GC. Roglic is going to sprint and close those seconds slightly as Bernal and Quintana cross the line. And here is your stage winner today then, Emmanuel Buchmann once more for Bora Hansgrohe. They haven't really had the best of luck with sprints in this tour with, I think, Ackermann and Sagan were the people they took. I cannot remember. But Buchmann has really showed himself in the mountains. I thought he would sort of be an outsider for a top 10 or a top 5, but he is going stage hunting as we see the yellow jersey come up now. This is one of the most important stages for him, I think, of this whole tour. The yellow jersey taking even more time now on Bernal and Roglic, which gives him a buffer in the time trial, which he isn't great at. I feel like Roglic will take way more time in that time trial as we see Lilian Kalmajan come and take the points jersey. He's pretty much got that sealed, apart from maybe a late charge in the last few sprint stages from the pure sprinters. What a weird competition it's been. If 2020, the year, was a competition, it will probably be the green jersey in this. And here comes Tim Wellens. He's not gained any KOM points today. It may be a mission failed for him, although he looks pretty happy on the podium with his KOM jersey. It's not been a good day for him, taking 0 points today and wasting his energy being in the breakaway. I'd say it's advantage Kalmajan after this. But finally, in the white jersey, it's Egan Bernal. He seems to be losing this tour stage by stage. However, we may see an incredible comeback. Who knows? This tour still has life in it, but it may not have life in it for much longer if Fuglsang keeps on going the way he does.
Well done, lads. You rode a very good stage. Finishing in the top 10, even though the stage didn't suit us, is very satisfying. We retain the green jersey. Well done, guys.
So here are the formal times for this stage, the classified results. Buchmann wins the stage by 1 minute and 19 from Michael Woods. Errada in third at 1 minute 51. Soler could only manage to get within 2 minutes and 47 seconds of the German, with Nico Roach in fifth at 3 minutes and 6 seconds down, crossing with Sergio Higuita. Tarame, good result from him, finishing 7th at 3 minutes and 19, as Fuglsang is the best of the GC favourites at 4 minutes and 11. He's gained 50 seconds today on Roglic, Bernal and Quintana, so it's been a very good day for him. So here is the general classification then. Jakob Fuglsang leads it. What a surprise, as Bernal, who was on a bad day today, is now at 2 minutes and 34 seconds behind. Roglic at 2 minutes and 53 are the only two people that can probably come fairly close to him, as Pinot is now in 4th and lost time again today at 7 minutes and 5 seconds down. The biggest mover was probably Emmanuel Buchmann, actually going inside the top 10 now with that stage victory, overtaking the likes of Alejandro Valverde, with Woods up to 11th. Our best GC hope is Calmejean at 29th at 34 minutes and 38 seconds. We don't care about that though. In the climber classification, we've got a new man to worry about. It's Michael Woods. He has climbed up to 3rd position and he's now on 74 points, within 5 points of Calmejean, who has to close down 6 points on Tim Wellens in order to equal him in the KOM jersey. It's going to be very close actually if we do get in the breakaway on that final mountain stage, but we have to be wary now of Michael Woods. This has probably been the most entertaining points classification we've seen in any tour probably, with Calmejean leading it on 148, Ollie Narsson 1 point behind on 147, Tim Wellens on 145, and Groenewegen can still take it off Calmejean on 137 points. Terpstra is somehow doing mighty fine in 5th place. Meanwhile, Bonifacio, our actual sprinter, is doing terribly in 13th. The team classification looks like it's not going to go to Movistar. They are an hour and 33 minutes down, but it's going to go to Ineos, it seems, having a 10-minute advantage on Astana. We are in 10th place, losing a position to Movistar. I kind of want to do well in team classification because, I don't know, it's just something cool in it. Anyway, the next stage is going to be a fairly entertaining one, as it is our last chance to go for KOM jersey. It's now or never, as we go from Meribel to La Roche-sur-Four. It's 183 kilometers and it is a pretty juicy one, so I don't want you to miss that. If you are new around here and you enjoyed any of this, feel free to subscribe. And I should see you next week for a new series. Ooh, I wonder what that is. Find out next week, Sunday, hopefully, unless I'm an idiot and can't get it recorded and edited by then. We'll find out. Hopefully I can. If I can't, the series will be over and I'll never do it, okay? Stay safe, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.